Hello, everybody. This is Ron talking to you from the Erasmus Academy uh, recording studios. And together we have with us Chris, who's going to be our guest speaker. And this is the last segment in these paragraphs about Bernard Greenhouse, whose dates are 1916 to 2011, an American cellist and one of the founding members of the Beaux-Arts trio, who had the unusual opportunity of studying for 2 full years with Pablo Casals, one of the most famous cellists. And so this is an interesting passage, a little bit difficult, but very well written. And I'll read the sentence out loud, and Chris will repeat after me, and please read with him to get a sense of the sound and the flow of the sentences. And then I'll ask him questions, and please try to answer those questions too as we go through the sentence and sort of unpacking the grammar. Okay, so here we go. You ready, Chris?
I sure am.
Okay, here we go. Wenn man sich mit einem neuen Werk befasst, everybody,
Wenn man sich mit einem neuen Werk befasst,
sollte man versuchen,
sollte man versuchen,
sich mit dem Komponisten zu identifizieren
sich mit dem Komponisten zu identifizieren
oder sich in ihn hineinzufühlen.
oder sich in ein hineinzufühlen.
Okay, just going up to this comment here first, and I think you can see my marker. Where's the verb complex?
Sich befasst.
Good. Okay. So, and when you have a sentence beginning with wenn, which can be either be temporal when or conditional if, then that probably introduces a subordinate clause. So this is a subordinate clause, and then where's the verb in this next little clause?
Sollte versuchen.
Yeah, one should try or attempt, and then you have these complementary infinitives to identify oneself with or to empathize with somebody. Okay, so just looking at this first little line here, sich befassen means?
Sorry.
To be concerned with or to occupy oneself with. So if one occupies oneself with a new work, mit einem neuen Werk, and then what is this? Sollte versuchen means? Again?
Should identify.
Well, one should try. And by the way, I forgot to mention that whenever you see man, that's automatically the subject of a sentence. And when we break down the sentence, you look for the verb first, and then you supply a noun or a pronoun to indicate if it's singular or plural. Then you look for a subject, and then you look for a direct object if there is one in the sentence. So man is always the subject here. So when one occupies oneself with a new work, one should try, and then you have the complementary infinitives here, to identify oneself with the composer. And mit takes what case there, Chris?
Mit is the dative case.
Good. So right here, and we indicate the dative with these carets to identify oneself, picking up the reflexive pronoun here, with the composer, or this actually means to feel into, but we say empathize with him. Okay, going on. Der Komponist muss lebendig werden. Everybody?
Der Komponist muss lebendig werden.
Where's the verb complex?
Muss werden.
And that means?
Must become.
Give us a pronoun?
He must become.
Good, and then you supply the subject. The composer must become lively or alive. Going on. In meinen Gedanken erfahre ich dieselben Gefühle und Emotionen. Everybody?
In meinen Gedanken erfahre ich dieselben Gefühl und Emotionen.
Good. Remember always to pronounce all the letters. So Gefühle. Good. So in my thoughts, and then where's the verb complex? Going from here down to here.
erfahre,
Yeah, erfahre. So I experience, and I is the subject. So ich erfahre. And where's the direct object?
äh, Gefühle
Exactly. Yeah.
und
Yeah.
Emotionen.
Yeah. So your core sentence would be just reading it in German. Ich Gefühle und Emotionen. So these are the two direct objects. So, and then this is a prepositional phrase. So in my thoughts, then you have the reversal of the verb and the subject whenever you have a sentence beginning with something adverbially. So in my thoughts, I experience the same feelings and emotions. And then going on, die der Komponist hatte, everybody,
Die der Komponist hatte,
als das Stück schrieb.
als das Stück schrieb.
So what does the D go back to? What is its antecedent? What does it refer back to?
Die Gefühle and Emotionen.
Exactly, yeah, the feelings and the emotions, which the verb is hatte, which the composer had, as he, and then where's the verb in that little phrase?
Schrieb,
Schrieb. This is a strong verb because it changes its vowel as it moves from the present to the past. So it's the infinitive is schreiben, schrieb, geschrieben are the three principal parts. So it's ei, ie pattern as we refer to it. So as he wrote the work, the direct object, then going on, selbst wenn ich sie nicht genau treffe, everybody?
selbst wenn ich sie nicht genau treffe,
Good. Beeindruckt mich die Musik doch zutiefst.
beeindruckt mich die Musik doch
This
zutiefst.
first little phrase takes a little bit of time to unpack. So where's the verb? We always look for that first.
Treffer,
Good. Treffer means to meet or actually, if you're hitting like an arrow, you're going to a target. You hit the target. And the subject is
the
ich. Ich, and then the direct object.
the Z.
Good, good. So this is a little bit tricky to unpack here. So even if selbst wenn I do not exactly hit the target of understanding the feelings and the emotions of a composer, understood, um, then verb of the next clause.
Beeindruckt,
Yeah, so it impresses me or it um, it makes a deep impression. Here, zutiefst is the adverb. Um, it the music, and this is the subject. The music uh, makes a deep impression. I express that, or literally, the music impresses me yet very deeply. Zutiefst. Okay, going on. Sobald ich dieses Bild und diese Gefühle im Sinn habe, everybody.
sobald ich dieses Bild und diese Gefühle im Sinn habe,
Where's the verb in that phrase?
it's the habe.
Good, and good. And where's the subject?
Ich,
So I have, and then direct object.
it would be the uh, the Bild and diese Gefühle.
Exactly. So as soon as so bald means soon. This expression is translated, as soon as I have this image and these feelings in mind, im Sinn, and then where's the verb in the next part? Very simple, simply.
The East,
Yeah, ist. Then what's the rest? Where's the rest of that verb complex?
ist geschaffen.
Geschaffen. Now, schaffen means to create, and it can take a direct object, but when it's conjugated with ist, it just serves as a past participle as a predicate adjective, which means it is created. So, and then what's the subject?
Der Beginn,
Yeah, der Beginn of the architecture. So the beginning of the architecture of a performance is created. Sort of metaphorically, it's a very interesting way to express that. Okay, going on here, you're doing a great job. Um, so we're about halfway through. Going on. Ich erzähle eine Geschichte mit vielen verschiedenen Emotionen. Everybody?
Ich erzähle eine Geschichte mit vielen verschiedenen Emotionen.
Yeah, remember that IE is like it sounds like an E. Mit vielen verschiedenen Emotionen. Good. Und ich muss diejenigen entziffern.
Und ich muss diejenigen entziffern.
Good. Going up to the first clause here, where's the verb?
Sorry.
Right here. Erzähle. So,
Erzähle.
so I am telling a history, a story, sort of way of saying that he's the way he plays music is telling a story. So I am telling a story with many different emotions. Um, and then where's the verb complex in the next one after the comma?
Muss entziffern.
So this means, what does that mean by itself?
Must. I need to look and entziffern.
Yeah, to decipher. It's interesting.
Must
This is an interesting
decipher.
word because ziffer by itself means figures, digits, numbers, or numerals, and ent as a prefix means out of. So to take the numbers out of is a way to encipher, to decipher something. And I must decipher those diejenigen, referring to the emotions of the composer, and I must decipher those which what's the D refer back to? What's the antecedent? Goes back to this.
The D goes back to the diejenigen.
Yeah, I must decipher those which the composer himself gesucht und empfunden hat. So this means suchen is to search for, and empfinden is to perceive, which the composer himself has sought and experienced or felt. Going on. Solange man nicht in der Lage ist, everybody?
Solange man nicht in der Lage ist.
Right up to here. Let's go there. So where's the verb?
The ist.
Yeah, and where's the subject?
Man.
100% subject. Whenever you see man, that's can be the subject. So as long as one is not in the position, or not capable of, is the sense of that. As long as one is not capable of, and you would look for an infinitive after that. Where is that?
Zu empfinden.
Yeah, to experience or to feel or to sense. A phrase, obviously a musical phrase, ebenso tief wie der Komponist, equally as deep as the composer. Then going on, hat man sich nicht vollständig die Musik eingelassen.
Hat man sich nicht vollständig auf die Musik eingelassen?
Good. Let's see. Why don't you do just go to Sobald and then go down to let's see, up to this point right here. Just read your translation. As long as.
Let's see. Even if I.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sobald ich dieses. So as soon as I have this image.
Once I have this image and these feelings in mind, the beginning of the architecture of a performance is created.
Great.
I tell a story with many different emotions, and I must decipher the ones which the composer himself has sought and felt.
Keep going.
As long as one is not in the position.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Okay.
To perceive a phrase equally as deeply as the composer, and then going on, where's the verb complex after that one?
It's going to be hot seek.
So hat sich eingeladen. Sorry, eingelassen. So one has not allowed himself entirely. Uh, uh, one has not actually involved himself or herself um, in the music. And going on, eine gelungene Phrase sollte dieselben emotionalen Wirkungen im Körper, up to there,
Eine gelungene Phrase sollte dieselben Emotionen Wirkungen im Körper.
okay. So again, I'll just go over this. So a successful phrase should, and then where's the full verb complex from should?
It'd be sollte erzugen.
Yeah, sollte erzeugen. So this means whenever you have a sollte, these are the modal auxiliaries, then the infinitive always goes out to the end of the phrase or the clause. So a successful phrase should generate, and then here's your direct object, the same emotional effects in the body and in the soul of the interpreter, and this means of the cello player, the one who's trying to interpret the score of music in front of him or her, um, should have the same emotional effects in the body and in the soul of the interpreter, which before the composer has experienced, and that's pretty high demand. It's very challenging to actually feel the same senses that the composer would have, but that's what he's saying is really the task of the interpreter or the cellist of a piece of music. Okay, well thank you so much, Chris, for working through with us these interesting paragraphs, um, and you really did a great job. So thanks so much, everybody, and come back again for another episode. Thanks so much. Bye bye.